Let's bring in Teddy Atlas. Teddy, we appreciate you being with us. What about this fight between Errol Spence and Shawn Porter really attracts your eye?
Well, first of all, it's good to talk to you guys, always. But the first thing is, Spence is on my pound-for-pound list, number 3. First, I got Lomachenko, then I got Crawford, and then I got Spence. And Lomachenko and Crawford, it could be 1 and 1A. It depends on your taste, what you happen to like that week. But both of them are special. And Spence is special. So anytime you get to see a guy, we got college football going on now, right? So if you get to see Alabama, you want to see Alabama. You get to see Clemson, you want to see Clemson. You want to see how good these guys are. You want to see the best. So that's the first thing that catches my eyes, is that Spence is one of the best. And, I want to see how he handles a very tough, gritty game guy that Porter is, and how he goes about it. For me, the thing that I like about Spence is at the beginning he was known as a relentless guy, good body puncher, big welterweight, very physical, but he's very dimensional. That's what I love about the guy. He can box, he can counterpunch, he can set traps, he can go inside, he can go outside. He can do everything. This guy was an Olympian, so you got to be pretty well rounded. So that's the first thing I want to see. I just want to see, again, is he the guy that I want to see fight Crawford, who's the other welterweight champ, or one of the other welterweight champs? Is that the only fight? If he wins this fight, and obviously I'm picking him against Porter the way I'm talking, but if he wins this fight, do I want to, how much more do I want to see now? Just one welterweight fight, Crawford and Spence.
So we're looking at Spence again, the IBF champ right now. WBC champ is Porter. Unification is on Saturday of these two. So you made the case for Spence. We see what he is, 25-0, 21 knockouts. Porter has 2 losses and a tie to go with his 30 wins. So let's look at it from his side. He's the underdog here. What does he need to do to pull this off?
Yeah, that's the right question. I mean, look, he was always a physical, strong guy. If we're going to stay to the football analogies, he was a fullback. He's the guy that's blocking. He's the guy that on short yardage, he's going up the middle, getting you 1 yard. That's what he was. Real physical, tough, guy. And recently, they made him into a slot back a little bit. They moved him out a little bit and saying, hey, catch some balls out of the backfield. He's jabbing against Ugas his last fight, which was very close. I thought he might have lost the fight, to be quite frank. But he was using the jab. He was using his legs. He was boxing more. So I find it interesting. For me, the big question is, what's he going to do with Spence? Spence, I think, is pretty much better in every area than him. As I just said, Spence, besides being relentless, he's a guy that can box. He's very dimensional. So what's he going to do? He's going to try to outbox now, the new look of Porter. Is he going to try to outbox Spence? I don't think he can do that. Is he going to go get him? If he goes and gets him, again, I think Spence has something for him. I think he can handle that fight, too. So for me, he'd have to mix it up a little bit. Again, sticking with the football, you're playing a really good team, a real good defensive team. Well, what do you got to do? You got to be able to run the ball a little bit, and you got to be able to pass it a little bit. The runner's set up to pass. You got to mix it up. You got to keep more balance. That they might have the better talent in certain positions. So you got to keep more balance. Don't let them use that talent. Same thing with Spence. Keep more balance. Go at him in spots. Be responsible about it. Be, controlled and disciplined about it. Do it the right way. Don't get top heavy. Don't come in like a bull in a china shop, which sometimes Porter used to do, and get caught with a counter. Don't do that. Put a little pressure on, and then give him a little boxing too. Mix it up a little bit. If I'm the guy who's in the corner who has that responsibility with Porter, that's the way I'm going.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports and analysis, download the ESPN app. And for live streaming and special content, subscribe to ESPN+.